Isaiah chapter 7. This took place during the reign of Ahaz, son of Jotham, son of Uzziah, king of Judah, Aram's king Rezin, and Israel's king Pekah, son of Remaliah, went to fight against Jerusalem, but they were not able to conquer it. When it became known to the house of David that Aram had cupped Ephraim, the heart of Ahaz and the hearts of his people trembled like trees in a forest, shaking in the wind. The Lord said to Isaiah, "Go with your son Shear-Jashub and to meet Ahaz at the end of the conduct of the upper pool by the road of Lunderer's field. Say to him, calm down and be quiet. Don't be afraid or cowardly because of these two smoldering sticks. The fierce anger of Rezin and Aram and the son of Remaliah, for Aram along with Ephraim and the son of Remaliah has plotted harm against you. They say, let's go up against Judah, terrorize it and conquer it for ourselves. Then we can install Tablis' son as king in it. This is what the Lord God says. It will not happen, it will not occur. The chief city of Aram is Damascus. The chief of Damascus is Rezin. Within 65 years, Ephraim will be too shattered to be a people. Their chief city of Ephraim is Samaria, and the chief of Samaria is the son of Remaliah. If you do not stand firm in your faith, then you will not stand at all." Then the Lord spoke again to Ahaz, "Ask for a sign from the Lord your God. It can be as deep as Sheol, or as high as heaven." But as Ahaz replied, "I will not ask, I will not test the Lord." Isaiah said, "Listen, house of David, it is not enough for you to try the patience of men. Will you also try the patience of my God? Therefore the Lord himself will give you a sign. See, the virgin will conceive, have a son, and name him Emmanuel. By the time he learns to reject what is bad and choose what is good, he will be eaten curds and honey. For before the boy knows to reject what is bad and choose what is good, the land of the two kings you dread will be abandoned. The Lord will bring on you your people and your father's house, such as a time as has never been since. Ephraim separated from Judah, he will bring the king of Assyria. On that day, the Lord will whistle to flies at the furthest streams of the Nile, and to bees in the land of Assyria. All of them will come and settle in the steep ravines and the cliffs of the rocks, in all the thorn bushes and all the water holes. On that day the Lord will use a razor hired from beyond the Euphrates River, the king of Assyria, to shave their hair on your heads and the hair on your legs and even your beards. On that day a man will raise a young cow and 2 sheep, and from the abundant milk they give, he will eat curds for every survival in the land. He will eat curds and honey. And on that day, every place where there are 1,000 vines worth 1,000 pieces of silver will become thorns and briars. A man will go there with bow and arrows, because the whole land will be thorns and berries. You will not go to all the hills that were once tilled with a hoe, for fear of the thorns and briars. Those hills will be placed for oxen to graze, and for sheep to trample.
Isaiah 8. Then the Lord said to me, take a large piece of parchment and write on it with an ordinary pen, Maher Shalal Hashbaz. I have appointed trustworthy witness, the priest Uriah and Zechariah, son of Jeberachin. I was then intimate with the prophets and conceived and gave birth to a son. The Lord said to me, name him Maher Shalal Hashbaz. For before the boy knows how to call father and mother, the wealth of Damascus and the spoils of Samaria will be carried off to the king of Azariah. The Lord spoke to me again. Because these people rejected the slowly flowing water of Shiloah, and rejoiced with Rezin and the son of Remaliah, the Lord will certainly bring against them the mighty rushing water of the Euphrates River, the king of Azariah and all his glory. It will overflow its channel and spill over all its banks. It will pour into Judah, flood over it and sweep through, reaching up to the neck, and its flooded banks will fill your entire land. Emmanuel. Band together, people, and be broken. Pay attention, all you distant lands. Prepare for war and be broken. Prepare for war and be broken. Devise a plan, it will fail. Make a prediction, it will not happen. For God is with us. For this is what the Lord said to me, with great power, to keep me from going the way of this people. Do not call everything a conspiracy that these people say is a conspiracy. Do not fear what they fear. Do not be terrified. You are to regard only the Lord of army as holy. Only he should be feared. You are to regard only the Lord of armies as holy. Only he should be feared. Only he should be held in awe. He will be a sanctuary, but for two houses of Israel, he will be a stone to stumble over, and a rock to trip over, and a trap and a snare to the inhabitants of Jerusalem. Many will stumble over these. Many will stumble over these. They will fall and be broken. They will be a snare and captured. Bind up the testimony, seal up the instructions among my disciples. I will want for the Lord, who is hiding his face from the house of Jacob. I will wait for him. Here I am, with the children of the Lord has given me to be signs and wonders of Israel. From the Lord of armies, who dwells in Mount Zion, when they say to you, inquire of the mediums and spirits who chirp and mutter. Shouldn't people inquire of their God? Should they inquire of the dead on behalf of the living? Go to God's instructions and testimony. If they do not speak according to this word, there will be no dawn for them. They will wander through the land dejected and hungry when they are famished. They will become enraged and looking upward will curse their king and their God. They will look forward the earth and see only distress, darkness, and gloom of the affliction, and they will be driven into thick darkness. Isaiah 9. Nevertheless, the gloom of the distressed land will not be like that of the former times when he humbled the land of Zebulun and the land of Naphtali. But in the future he will bring honor to the way of the sea, to the land east of the Jordan, and to Galilee of the nation. The people walked in darkness have seen a great light. A light has dawned on those who live in the land of darkness. You have enlarged the nation and increased its joy. The people have rejoiced before you as they rejoice at harvest time, and as they rejoice when diving spoils. For you have shattered their oppressive yoke, and the rod of their shoulder, the staff of their oppressor, just as you did on the day of Midian. For every trampling boot of battle and the bloody garment of war will be burned as fuel for the fire. For a child will be born for us, a son will be given to us, and the governor will be on his shoulders. He will be named Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Eternal Father, Prince of Peace. The dominion will be vast, and his prosperity will never end. He will reign on the throne of David and over his kingdom, to establish and sustain it with justice and righteousness from now on and forever. The zeal of the Lord of armies will accomplish this. The Lord sent a message against Jacob, it came against Israel. All the people, Ephraim and the inhabitants of Samaria, will know it. They will say with pride and arrogance, the bricks have fallen. But we will rebuild with cut stones. The sycamores have been cut down, but we will replace them with cedars. The Lord has raised up Rezin's adversaries against him, and stirred up his enemies. Aram from the east and Philistia from the west. I have consumed Israel with open mouths. In all this, his anger has not turned away, and his hand is still raised to strike. The people did not turn to him who struck them. They did not seek the Lord of armies. So the Lord cut off Israel's head and tail, palm branch and reed, in a single day. The head of the elder, the honored one, the tail of the prophet, the one teaching lies, the leader of the people misled them. And those they misled are swallowed up. Therefore, the Lord does not rejoice over Israel's young men, and has no compassion on its fatherless and the widow. For everyone in a godless evildoer, and every mouth speak folly. In all this, his anger has turned away, and his hand is still raised to strike. For wickedness burns like a fire that consumes thorns and briars, and kindles the forest thickets, so that they go up in a column of smoke. The land is scorched by the wrath of the Lord of armies, and the people are like fuel of the fire. No one has compassion on his brother. They carve meat on the right, but they are still hungry. They have eaten on the left, but they are still not satisfied. Each one eats the flesh of his arm. Manasseh eats Ephraim, and Ephraim Manasseh. Together both are against Judah. In all this, his anger has not turned away, and his hand is still raised to strike.